Hi everyone and welcome to the final faves and fails of 2024. I haven't been doing a lot of these videos throughout this year. I felt like they were sort of waning in popularity. Maybe you weren't finding them as helpful as you were in previous years, or maybe you're just not liking this sort of content anymore. So please let me know your thoughts and feelings. Do you want me to start this sort of content up again on a monthly basis? Are you happy for it to be quarterly? Would you rather me not do them at all? I'd love to know what you'd like to see more of going into 2025. So if you're new here, hello, my name's Gemma. I am a qualified and trained but non-practicing esthetician and beauty therapist here in the UK. I would absolutely love it if you are finding this type of content helpful, if you're enjoying this video, take a risk. Finish the year off with a bang. Hit that subscribe button, the like button, the notification bell. You know, what have you got to lose? If you're a returning viewer, hello to you as well. Welcome back. I have been asked multiple times if I'm going to be doing my favourite series this year that I tend to start in mid-December and run all the way through into January. I think I've done this for the last 3, 4, maybe even 5 years running. I will be doing that series. However, it is going to be slightly different this year because I think everybody's getting bored with the same old every single year. So I'm going to be doing the best product releases of 2024. There will be a high-end makeup category. There will be a budget-friendly makeup category. There will be a skincare category. We'll also do my mum's favourites as well. I know you all really look forward to that. There'll be a worst product releases of 2024. And then if you really want to know about my ultimate favourite, my top drawer products, whether those are high-end or budget friendly, I will also be doing a full face of ultimate favorites and a full face of affordable favorites as well. So you will get to know all of my ride or die products by maybe the first week in January. So it's a bit of a long process, but it allows me to have a bit of time off with my family over Christmas, which, you know, we all need. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. A bit of news for you, keep you all in the loop. Hope you're all looking forward to tuning into those videos. I think we're going to spice things up a little bit this year to keep things interesting. Let's kick off this video with what is on my nails. I love this. I think it looks super, super expensive. It's a really lush red metallic, and usually I'm not a fan of metallics. I do like a glitter sparkle on my nails, but metallics usually make me feel I've gone back to the 1980s, not this one. And I think it looks really, really expensive, and it's so not. It's from Kiko Milano, and it's part of their festive range. This is the Holiday Wonderlights Metallic Nail Lacquer. The shade that I have on my nails at the moment is 001, but I did pick up the shade 002 as well, which is this lovely deep plummy tone. I can't wait to try this, but I'm loath to take 001 off my nails whilst it's still looking absolutely beautiful. As soon as it starts looking a little tired, I'll try 002. This is 2 coats. 2 coats. It does not chip easily. It does not peel easily. It lasts a really long time and it's very quick drying. So if you're in a rush to get out the door, if you've forgotten to do your nail polish and you're going to a party or some sort of event, or you know, you just want nail polish on and you're in a rush, really quick to dry, really lovely. It doesn't have an ultra shiny top coat, but you can apply one of those on top if you want to. I actually haven't because I want you to see it in the raw, but I think it is beautiful and yeah, affordable. Really nice. Next up, we've got the Huda Beauty blush filter in a brand new shade, Latte, like the coffee. Can somebody please tell me how to pronounce this properly, because I tend to offend people all the time by pronouncing things incorrectly and I don't want to do that. It's not intentional, believe me. So I actually thought that this was a bronzer when I picked it up. My bad. It's not. It's a blush. It can be used as a bronzer if you have a fairer skin tone like me, but this shade, it's not for me. It's not for me. It never was designed for somebody with a fair skin tone like me. It's just to make the collection a little bit wider in shade range, and I think it is a beautiful shade as a bronzer for me. Obviously, it's not a bronzer, so you know, I'm critiquing something that never was, but it's too ready in undertone, and I wore this in my last video, and while I was editing that video, I thought, blimey, I look absolutely ridiculous because I'd worn this as a bronzer, and it just, it looked like I'd been out in the sun too long and I was slightly mockled. Anyway, it's a lovely, lovely product. The blush filters are smooth, they are creamy to apply, but they are also really blurring and apply that filter to the skin, which is incredibly beautiful. But obviously, it's my error. If you are looking at these thinking that they are bronzers, yeah, they're not. Let's dive into number 7. I hadn't used a number 7 product in the longest time, and then all of a sudden they come out with these phenomenal releases and I'm blown away once again. If you want to see me do a full face of number 7 so that you can see all these products in action, more than happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments section, because there are so many new releases and I'd love to share them all with you, but I'm just going to share a couple with you in this video. The first one is the Pro Artist Set the Scene Loose Setting Powder. This reminds me so much of the Laura Mercier setting powder, which is very expensive. This is more expensive than you would consider an affordable product. I think it's around about £20, but it's worth every single penny, especially if you love the Laura Mercier setting powder, if that is your ride or die. I'm not saying this is a duplicate for that, but very, very similar, gives me a similar look on the surface of my skin. It sets my makeup for an incredibly long amount of time. It allows my skin to look like skin, and the mill of this product, again, very, very similar. Also, the shade of this product, it is a translucent setting powder, and yeah, I really like it. I've loved using it over the last few weeks. Definitely deserves its place in this video. Have a look. Go out, test this in your local Boots. If you have a number 7 store, definitely go in and try it out for yourself, but I'm impressed. Apologies, I got the price of the setting powder completely wrong. I did not pay £20 for this, it was £13. So, huge difference. I would have paid £20 for this, it's that good. But the product that did cost me £20 was the Pro Artist Soft Glow Cream Bronzer. This is going to last the longest time, unless you like to plaster bronzer all over your skin and use it more as a foundation. This is going to last you an incredibly long amount of time. In fact, even if you do want to plaster it all over your skin, this is still going to last you a really long time. I like to use a small brush and just go around the perimeter of my forehead, tops of cheekbones, tip of chin, down the nose, that sort of thing, just where the sun would hit. This is a lovely, lovely product. It's very difficult to get a cream bronzer that doesn't turn me orange. Chanel managed it, now number 7 have managed it as well. This is definitely warm. This is not a cool tone bronzer, and I know a lot of you really enjoy a cool tone bronzer like me. This is a summery glow bronzer without the orange. So it definitely is warm. It's going to give you that depth, that warmth, that just bronziness, but no orange, and it blends out like an absolute dream. It's not too oily, it's actually quite hard pressed in here, and you can pick up a very small amount. It's not one of those cream bronzers that you overload your brush immediately as soon as it hits the product. It's not one of those. I really love this. Really, really like it. It is superb quality, and yeah, love everything about it. One number 7 product that didn't quite hit the mark for me is the number 7 Pro Artist Luxe Liquid Blush. Now, this is a beautiful formula. I am not knocking the formula. It's really, really well devised, but it's just not for me. It's not my bag. This is a liquid cream blush that then dries down into a matte powder finish, and that's just not my jam. If I'm going to go for a matte powdery finish, I would go for a powder matte blush to begin with, not really a cream product. I generally go for cream products because I want that flush and I want that little bit of luminosity that liquid blushes give you. And this, yeah, it doesn't give me that. I mean, it is a beautiful shade. The shade that I've gone for is Taupe Blush, and it is stunning, but I do find if I've got some dryness on my cheeks, this tends to cling to that dryness, where other cream blushes that don't dry down into a matte powdery finish don't stick to that dryness. So although I think it is a beautiful formula, this one just isn't for me. Next up, we've got the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight Palette. Oh my goodness, I love this palette. It is just everything. You've got the mattes, which are creamy and soft and very, very easy to blend. Every single shade in here is usable, even with a fair skin tone like mine. These glitter shimmers are just divine. They are classy, they are elegant. You don't look overdone with these. I have this on my eyes today and I just think it is superb quality, just beautiful to look at, and not one of them is too deep for me, not one. I was a little bit disappointed by this blue shade. It's lovely, I can use it as a liner, but it looks more black than blue, which was a little bit of a disappointment, but everything else, oh my goodness. Another palette I've been trying out recently is the Le 9 de Givenchy from Givenchy. This is part of the holiday collection. I absolutely love it. I think it's part of the holiday collection anyway. I think it's limited edition, and I don't think you're going to be able to get this forevermore. The blue in this palette does not disappoint. It is punchier, it is more of an electric blue, it is beautiful all over the lid, or just as a liner. It's slightly more tricky to see as a liner because it does have a bit of a sheen on it rather than it being flat matte like the one from Makeup by Mario, but it's more vibrant, which I absolutely love. All of these shadows, there are no shimmers in here, and it's the shimmers that I absolutely adore in the Makeup by Mario palette. However, these are the classic Givenchy shadows. They are smooth, they are buttery, they are easy to apply, and they look expensive, which is a very good job because they are. I don't think we can mention eyeshadows without talking about the Finest Fleck glitter shadows from e.l.f. These are superb and they are super affordable. Again, these are a shimmer glitter, so you are going to get a wash of glitter over the lid without the heavy price tag. This still looks expensive, exquisite, elegant, classy, and yet you don't have that really expensive price tag to go along with it. This is not going to damage your bank balance, or it might do, because I had to order this in several different shades, which bumped the price up somewhat. My favorite one is the shade 84891 Champagne Showers. It's glorious. I'm still waiting for a shade that I want to try to come back in stock, but you mark my words, I will be buying more of these. Let's talk about Allies of Skin. This is a brand that I've been trialing out over the last 2 to 3 months, and I really, really like it. The formulas are beautiful. It is a pricey brand, but the results are impressive. The skincare works. Let's talk about the multi-peptide and growth factor advanced lifting serum first. This has got 9% lifting peptide complex in here. It's also got 3% growth factor complex in here. It is a beautiful lightweight serum which my skin drinks in incredibly quickly. I use this on my face, even on my eyelids, underneath my eyes, down my neck. It's just a lovely, lovely formula. This can enhance skin repair, it improves barrier function, it stimulates collagen production, and it can reduce your wrinkles and fine lines by 20%. 20%. I use the Growth Factor Serum alongside the new Peptides and Antioxidants Advanced Firming Daily Treatment. This delivers firmer, smoother, more radiant skin. It is a beautiful, very lightweight moisturizer that protects your skin against the elements, that free radical damage. It's so beautiful and my skin loves it. It is not overly nourishing. If you need something really nourishing first thing in the morning, this may not be for you, or if you're wanting to give this a go, you may need something a little bit stronger over the top of this. I use this as my morning moisturizer, and even in my oily T-zone, it doesn't make my makeup slide off. This is the right level of moisturization and hydration for me, and all those lifting and firming peptides are allowed to do their job all day long. You know I'm a sucker for a cleansing balm. If there is a new cleansing balm out, you know I'm going to buy it, you know I'm going to try it, and you know I'm going to share my thoughts and feelings with you. This is a brand new cleansing balm from Skin Rocks. I have never tried any of the Skin Rocks products before. Let me tell you, this one did not disappoint. However, there are a few things you need to know if you're wanting to buy this. So, firstly, the texture of this is absolutely divine. It's like a soft sorbet consistency. It is not hard, it is not waxy. You don't have to massage this in your hands for a few minutes before you can apply this to the skin. You just take a little bit of this out. I'm going to show you, even though it's a waste. Look how easy that is to take a little bit of this out and just apply it to your fingers. So soft and squidgy. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's buttery, it's smooth, it's not overly oily, and yet it takes every single scrap of makeup and SPF off your skin effortlessly. No issues. I mean, look how that's just melted with the warmth of my fingers. Another thing you need to know about this is the fragrance. This comes in a fragrance version and an unscented version, so if you don't like fragrance in your skincare, you have an option, but this is the most beautiful scent of a cleansing balm I have ever smelt. And unlike ELEMIS, that tends to overdo their fragrance as far as I'm concerned, it's a little bit too punchy for my liking. I love the ELEMIS cleansing balm, but the fragrance knocks me out a little bit when I use it. This isn't like that. So you can smell it, but it doesn't give you headache. The one thing I will say about this is read the instructions and follow the directions of use, because little Miss Know-It-All here went on her own little merry way and got into a bit of a mess. This does not emulsify. This is not supposed to emulsify. You have to remove this with a damp washcloth. If you try and emulsify this, it starts to thicken, and as if it's trying to lather up in some way, and then it's very difficult to remove unless you've got a damp washcloth, which is what I should have done in the first place. So to avoid you all from experiencing the same thing that I did, which wasn't an unpleasant experience, by the way, it was perfectly nice, but I was a bit confused, use a washcloth, read the instructions, do it how it's supposed to be done, because if you do it how it's supposed to be done, this is glorious, absolutely glorious, and you will be transported to just another experience with the scent of this product. It is on the pricey end. I was a little bit disappointed about how much this actually cost. It's more than the ELEMIS cleansing balm, but if you love this sort of product, it is definitely worth giving a go. It's lovely. Moving on to another science-backed product. This is another skincare product that works, and it works quite quickly. So I'm really lucky that I received this in PR. I don't think I would have known that this brand existed had it not come through my letterbox. And once it did come through my letterbox, it took me a while to try this because I thought I'm never going to be able to get my hands on this again because I'm in the UK and this is a US brand. I would have been wrong, because you definitely can. This is the Remedy for Body Bumps, the Super Stacked KP and Textured Skin Treatment. It is a treatment for keratosis pilaris, it is a treatment for textured skin, it is an exfoliating body cream, it is absolutely superb, results in less than 4 weeks. If you use this every single day, this can smooth out your skin texture, reduce or even get rid of your keratosis pilaris altogether, which are those tiny little bumps that appear on the skin, and this will moisturize and hydrate. Again, not overly moisturized, but it is a really lightweight cream that I love. Sinks in pretty much immediately, so it doesn't give me that sticky feeling all over my body. It doesn't leave me clammy or cold. I don't have to stand there in the nude with my arms out for absolutely ages before I can put my dressing gown on or my PJs. It's really nice. And finally, Valentino's Very Valentino foundation in the shade LN1, which is absolute perfection on my skin. I love this. This is a very lightweight formula that gives medium to full coverage. It gives a radiant matte finish, which is so flattering on my skin. Instead of being flat, this is actually quite airbrushing on my skin, but still gives my skin a lot of life, which when my skin is in that dull phase and no amount of exfoliation will get rid of it, this gives it a little bit more zhuzh, which is definitely what I need on those days where I just need a bit of a pick-me-up. Such a lovely foundation. I'm not quite sure where this is going to sit in my favorites of 2024. I really don't know, but it is definitely up there. This is a nice liquidy consistency. It blends into my own skin tone really, really well. And even though I can get full coverage out of this, it doesn't look like a mask, which I absolutely love about it, because so many times I'll try a full coverage foundation and I just look like a plastic version of myself. This looks like my skin, just better, and it covers every secret in my soul. It really does. Which, you know, if you could see inside my soul, that's probably a good thing. So that's it for my final favorites and fails of 2024. Like I said, please do have your say in the comments section. Do you want me to continue with these monthly? Do you want me to slow things down like I have done this year and do these maybe quarterly? Or do you want me to knock these on the head altogether? Are these not helpful for you at all? For me, these are really good ways of doing a bit of a roundup of the month, but also slotting in products that I've been trying over that month that I haven't been able to share with you elsewhere on my channel. So just let me know what you think. I will obviously read all of your comments as usual and apply that into my content for next year in 2025. I can't believe we're talking about 2025 already. It's just way too soon for me. Seth takes his GCSE exams next year. We're visiting colleges at the moment. This is frightening stuff. I'm just so unprepared for this. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you thought about it in the comments section. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.